Arsenal have been warned that two of Mikel Arteta's players could cost them the Premier League title this season, so an issue needs to be addressed. The Gunners mounted a sustained challenge for the Premier League title last season as their battle with Manchester City went down to the final day. They finished just 2 points adrift of Pep Guardiola's side. Arteta's team will be vying to go one better during the 2024-25 campaign, and they have been active in the transfer market this summer. David Raya's £27 million move to Arsenal from Brentford has been completed, and the Spaniard is expected to be joined at the Emirates by £42 million Italy international Riccardo Calafiori. Arsenal are expected to make more signings in the coming weeks, with the addition of a centre midfielder, winger and striker among their priorities. Former Newcastle United and West Ham United goalkeeper Xhaka Hislop thinks Arsenal's forward department needs to be addressed, as Kai Havertz and Gabriel could cost them. Defence isn't the first thing you think of when you think Arsenal need to improve, Hislop said. But it does really come down to Arsenal's attacking options. Whilst Havertz, at times, popped up at key moments, key games with goals, I am just not sold on Havertz as a striker to lead a team to win the Premier League. I feel the same about Gabriel Jesus, who I felt started wonderfully well when he first joined Arsenal. There is still that department that needs to be addressed. Arteta is right, margins are really thin, especially when you consider just how good Manchester City continue to be. Arsenal are reportedly preparing an opening offer for Sporting Lisbon's Victor Rochevin. Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins has been mentioned as a potential alternative, but Stephen Warnock has explained why the England international should snub interest from Arsenal and company. Ollie Watkins' England prospects depend firstly on what Harry Kane does next, and also on who comes in to replace Gareth Southgate as manager. That's out of Watkins' control at the moment, but he only gets chances for England if he continues to perform for Aston Villa, Warnock said. And what he's got to be careful of is that he's the number one guy at Villa now, and being the main man is vitally important. He likes having that pressure on him to perform well. What he's found at Villa is that Unai Emery has improved him as a player. He respects that hugely. He knows that working under Emery is the right fit for him. He plays in a system that suits him, which gives him opportunities to score and create goals. The difference now as well is that he's likely to be playing Champions League football. If he goes somewhere else, he may not quite fit in, he might not settle, and the new manager's philosophy could be a different style of football. The question is whether he wants medals and to try and win the Premier League. Would he go to Chelsea for that? Would he go to Arsenal, Manchester City or Liverpool? I'm not so sure he would. I could see him moving to Arsenal, but I don't see him going to City or Liverpool.